Hi, I'm Dr. Roger Levin, CEO of Levin Group, the leading dental management consulting firm. This is part 3 in an 8-part series on the subject of permanent game changers that have affected dentistry since the recession. Once again, if you have not seen parts 1 and 2, go back and take a look, especially part 1, where I explain the meaning of game changers. The third game changer I'm going to talk about is the opening of new dental schools. While it may be shocking, I'm told that there are somewhere between 15 and 20 new dental schools that will open between the last few years and the next 5 to 7 years. This is amazing at a time where a lot of dentists are struggling to keep their practices successful and growing. But nonetheless, it's happening. What happens when new dental schools open? And there have been a number that have already opened. Well, number one, it means more dentists. More dentists mean more competition. Dentistry has now become like other businesses. Despite the fact that we have to have a license, which limits the number of dentists who can practice, we have more dentists right now than we've had in a number of years. And because of that, these dentists are joining practices, opening practices. They have enormous debt coming out of school. They want to do well also, and they're willing to compete. You compete with management, with marketing, with customer service. You compete for staff. Competition is very normal in the real business world, and now it's normal in the dental world. Dentistry has become like other businesses. We don't have a specially carved out position any longer, and when we see growth in the supply end, which is the number of dentists, we need to compete more effectively. Number two, these dentists coming out will be opening more practices. And as they do that, these dentists will be opening possibly near you. And the more dentists you have around you, once again, the more competition. So what can you do? Well, the key is right now, take the right steps to turn your practice into an extremely well-run business. I got a call yesterday from a young dentist about 2 years in that had opened a practice. He was growing reasonably well. And another dentist had met with him and told him how much he resented that he had opened in his town. These senior dentists felt like it was his town. There are a number of dentists there, but there was resentment that anybody would have the audacity to come in and compete. Well, clearly this young dentist is having an effect on this more senior practice in the community. The reality is this is normal. We don't like it. Competition is never pleasant, in the sense that we'd rather not have it, but there are very effective ways to deal with it. While you're on the website, take a really good look at some of our internal marketing materials that are free in the Resource Center based on our 1-year internal marketing program where 99% of clients have positive growth, and so can you. So there are ways to compete effectively, but it's scientific. It's not a bunch of gimmicks. It's a scientific approach to competing and growing and increasing production. So with the number of new schools opening, we're going to have more competition. People want to do well. You need to get your practice in place right now to compete effectively. It's not hard and it's not unpleasant. Thank you for spending this time with me on part 3 of the Game Changer series. Enjoy the website. There's a tremendous amount of free information available for you as you roam around, and I wish you continued luck and success.